think of purity,
When I think of sexual purity,
I think of St. Joseph.
I think of St. Maria Goretti.
You might think that's weird because, how can I relate to a man who lived in Israel 2,000 years ago?
She lived in Italy about 100 years ago. She was born in 1890, but her defining moment didn't come until she was about 12 years old.
Nobody really knows when Joseph got married. So for all we know, he could have been my age, because it wasn't uncommon for people to get married at a very young age during that time period. So I can only imagine being in his shoes when he got some pretty heavy news about his to-be wife, Mary.
She was working in her house, and Alessandro, who worked on her family's farm, and he was 20 years old, approached her and attacked her. He wanted to sleep with her, and she told him that they should not do that it was wrong, and God didn't want them to do that. But Alessandro attacked her anyways. He stabbed her 14 times and left her there to die.
Joseph found out that Mary was with child before they got married. And he could have scandalized her. He could have, just rubbed her name in dirt, made a big deal about it. But because he was a good man, he decided to break off the engagement, quietly. But, later on, an angel appeared to Joseph and said, Joseph, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to take Mary into your household. And so he did. And, he probably wasn't planning on it. He did this because he accepted God's will.
It took Maria about 20 hours to die, and the entire time, she was only concerned about forgiving Alessandro. Alessandro went to jail for 30 years. While he was there, he became very hardened and unrepentant. But one night, while he was in jail, he had a dream about Maria, and she handed him a lily, and it changed his life forever.
St. Joseph is often seen holding a lily, and typically what the lily represents is purity, virtue, and innocence. The church maintains that Mary was a virgin for her entire life. So what that means for St. Joseph is that he denied his own desires, his own rightful desires, because at that point they were married, so they had the right to have sex. But he denied his own desires to do what was best for Mary, so that Mary could, really fulfill her calling to be a virgin and to be that symbol for the entire world and for the church.
The only thing that Maria was worried about while she was on her deathbed was forgiving Alessandro. It was very important to her. And for her to be that concerned about his forgiveness while she was on her deathbed was incredible. So that's why she's the youngest beatified saint in the Catholic Church today.
St. Joseph is now the patron saint of the Universal Church.
So when I think of sexual purity and I need help to be pure, I think of St. Maria Goretti.
I think of St. Joseph and I ask for his help by saying, St. Joseph.
St. Maria Goretti.
Pray for us.